So I'm not doing. I'm not feeling the greatest today, and nothing serious. Don't worry. Mainly just allergies hit me hard today. But I thought because I'm not streaming, I'll make a special video for us. And when I was looking up topics real quick, I found something, and I saw it on the G&G Premium chat yesterday, posted by can't remember her name, but We Are Chaos. I'll figure out your name another time. Right now, not brain's a little blobby. Anyways, she posted this thing from a former Rooster Teeth employee speaking out and speaking a lot of stuff, and didn't really think much of it until just a little bit ago when that woke a lot of people up, and I thought, you know what? G4 just got shut down. It's finally time that I get to say my piece about the company Rooster Teeth and how you ran off customers, how you ran off fans, how you mistreated fans. And me and this Kaden Jensen probably never disagree on anything. To be perfectly fair, if we met in person, we probably would not get along. But because of this individual, still having troubles with it all, because apparently the T person, and I don't know. I do have to say that sorry for how you were treated, and a bit of a thank you, because now it's my turn to tell this company what I think about them. I just realized how low this was. To tell Rooster Teeth how you're nothing more than hypocrites that sold out and lost your way, and now you're on the edge of basically becoming no better than G4. Former Rooster Teeth director says she was underpaid and called slurs. So, read through it all. Slur, she says, with the F slur, but I mean, again, a lot of this is coming from her point of view, and the way Rooster Teeth works is the moment a criticism comes to them, they start acting like little pussies. So for all we know, it was in the kind of the joking manner or something like that, but she didn't like it. But she does say she told them to stop, and they didn't. Iconic Halo-inspired web series Red vs. Blue put online content company Rooster Teeth on the map. Over a decade later, it's branched out into I Don't Want to Talk About You, TV shows, Let's Plays, and everything like that. But it's also increasingly the subject of allegations over an internal frat boy culture. I wouldn't call it a frat boy culture, no. I'd call it a beta male pathetic lot. Seriously. You've attacked your fans repeatedly for just disagreeing with you guys politically. You called us hateful people. And I'll link it down in the description, but an honest discussion off topic. I have it, and I'm probably going to have to download it. Because that frickin' video is when you put your fans through it. You put us through a struggle session and made us feel awful because of maybe one or two troll comments, one or two people that maybe levied criticism towards Fiona Nova, who's no longer employed because G4 just got terminated. And she left the company because of the community. That was her words. That's not Mika Burton, who comes out in here, daughter of LeVar Burton, who says in this thing here, says she didn't leave because of the fans or the community. She left because of the company. But I don't believe it has a toxic frat boy culture. That's stupid. Over the weekend, Rooster Teeth veteran ex-staffer Kaden Jensen accused the company of overworking her, underpaying her, and fostering an environment in which she was repeatedly called homophobic slur. Jensen, who who worked at Rooster Teeth from 2013 to 2022, said the Warner Bros. I'm not going to say Discovery owned, because at the time it just recently become Discovery owned. They just want to drag that part in. So it was the Warner Bros. Company owned content company pushed her to crunch for 16-hour workdays while paying her barely more than $40,000 a year, which, to be fair, I don't think is good. I don't make a whole lot of money, but in my other job is not this. In addition to providing few opportunities to spend more time on camera because they're too busy with their other people, and take on more leadership responsibilities at the company. She said that shortly after starting at the company, she was given the nickname the F-slur, which referenced as Fugs when appearing on screen. Jensen came out as transgender in 2016, and she said only then was the nickname discontinued. But to be fair, this one here, I don't have that big of a... I need to know the context and stuff like that. If it was said jokingly, if you didn't say, hey, I don't like that, and they didn't stop, maybe something. But this is gonna be a longer video because I have to tear into this pathetic company, and it's a big one. Jensen shared the account of her time with Rooster Teeth in a Twitter longer post on October 15th. Former personality and creative director Gavin Free admitted to being one of the people who used the offensive nickname. Yeah, because you're also a simp. I don't know if you're married yet, but your girlfriend's an OnlyFans star. Remember that. You're also pathetic. And I'll also link her Twitter longer down below, because I am not going to spend the time reading through all of this. It's a lot, because the two articles that I do want to play through and that YouTube video are long enough. Gavin, former personality and creative director Gavin Free admitted. Okay, so Gavin's no longer there, but he was also just such a wimp. Co-founder and current producer Jeff Ramsey, who's the biggest wimp, implied that he did as well. The long and short of it is, I effing sucked. You have to do this in his crying sound, because he's a frickin' beta male wimp. Ramsey wrote on Twitter, over the weekend, it wasn't funny. I failed you, and I continue to be sorry, he said, and he apologized to Jensen in 2016 and again in 2020. 2020. She responded to the Twitter apology by saying that she had called on him to address the issues publicly back in 2020, and he never did. With all due respect, I asked you in 2020, after Mika called you all out, to address everything the company and those in power did to everyone. Jensen tweeted back, you told me no. Saying bad words is one of the things. Everything else is on you and RT. Go pay credit and give proper benefits to your staff. So, basically, a lot of this person I disagree with. You can go read their Twitter longer, but in 2020, this little ditty came out because, and we'll get back to it, because of Mika, and because of Fiona Nova decided to pipe up her big mouth. She was not a fun person to have on the show. She was not a fun person I enjoyed on the team. She was just annoying. She forced everything. Like, literally, they had moments where it was like, Fiona, rage, rah! It was just annoying. She wasn't funny. She wasn't creative. But because of a certain Minnesota incident and what started sweeping over the country, they decided to come out and do an episode where they basically bow down in front of Fiona. Because Fiona's the best. And also she took the whole time to call the chat. Well, they don't have a chat, but to call the community, to call fans, to call us hateful bigots. That's right. Fiona called us hateful bigots and said we were busy posting the N-words or things like that I've never seen. So she called out the community. She attacked us. But throughout this whole thing, you get... I'm trying to find the perfect moment. It is really hard, but you get a... I think this is it.
I'm trying really hard to drag myself into today, and because of that,
he just cries through this whole thing. Like, there are several moments, and I don't know what timestamp it is, but he starts recounting a story about some dumbass posting on a thing after his daughter was born and saying, "How do you even know it's yours?" And he's bawling his eyes out. They were too busy dealing with this to address this. Now, I don't really give a fuck. I'm saying this to point out your frickin' hypocrisy. Okay, that's why I'm saying this. Because you're all hypocritical. Jensen was referring to a 2020 tweet by actress and cosplayer Michaela Burton. Yes, again, this is LeVar Burton's daughter. LeVar Burton, because they brought her on, and I actually didn't have problems with Mika. I thought she had some fun here and there. Wasn't my favorite person, but in no way was a Fiona Nova, who again went to G4 and is now gone. But Burton left the company and back in 2018. I've been very quiet about my experience with RT, but with no vocalization of regret, of lack of support from my ex-coworkers, I can say with confidence I didn't leave because of the community. I left because of the company. They all started using Mika leaving and everything Mika did to attack the community, to attack the fans, to attack us. Mika comes out and says, it wasn't them, it was you. And this is riddled and more bullshit that was coming from Rooster Teeth. Every day something new was coming up. Granted, Rooster Teeth for a while now hasn't had any downsides, but this is going to probably hurt it again massively. Especially because I want to say, let's scroll down here. They go over this stupid post that they put in Kotaku, but you come down here to Matt Bragg, interesting individual. But what Rooster Teeth did address recently was they had to lay off 13% of its staff again. Because with all the Warner Bros. Cuts, they're having to cut serious things, and Rooster Teeth's a bloated company that has serious issues. But because of that, they lost Matt Bragg. Matt Bragg, interesting guy, don't have any hate, don't go on their Twitters anymore, so I don't know all their thoughts. But you had to get rid of these people, you address this openly, you don't address this person openly, until you come to this, and I'm not going to read through this whole thing, because this is, again, it's company bullshit, is what it is. Rooster Teeth responds to ex-employees' allegation of harassment, grueling hours, low pay, and unpaid work. And you have to come all the way down here, and I'm still scrolling. This is their entire response. And we'll just start it. As almost a 20-year-old company that started in the earliest days of online video and grew rapidly alongside the rise of internet culture, we have faced inevitable mistakes and interpersonal challenges. 2020 was a very broad societal change that brought past conduct to our attention. Many individuals at Rooster Teeth acknowledged personal responsibility for their actions, both internally and externally. We, as we as a company took the moment to seize the opportunity to respond and improve, and you took the time to do entire live streams where all I want is a company to be basically politically neutral. You can lean one way or you can lean the other, but you took the time to do entire live streams, entire massive events to raise money for BLM. You then, again, sat us through this. This whole thing was pathetic. You have, like, if you can't see the stills that I'm going through, they're all crying. There's Gavin crying. Then you get to this fat tub of lard who just starts breaking down crying, and it's sad.
I failed people, and I know I've done and said things that were...
See, you're only saying all that stuff because you don't mean it. Been on your Twitter, you don't mean any of that stuff. These people are no better than Adam Sessler or Frosk. And for all the good people that work at Rooster Teeth, I wish you well, and I wish you luck, and I wish you would just leave. You just leave now, because this company is potentially going to go under as well. Rooster Teeth was a company that I cared about a lot. And to see them do this over and over again is sad and pathetic. But, I mean, you live by the woke sword, you die by the woke sword. You can never bend to these people. You have to stand up to them and tell them to leave. Similar to a video that I believe is coming out tomorrow, when Jessica Gao said she was going to quit the MCU, Kevin Feige told her, okay, bye. She should have left, and he should have just kicked her out then, but you can never let these people in your doors. I supported Rooster Teeth for years, and then they started to attack me. On my old Twitter account, because I deactivated an old one, Fat Tub of Lard Jack, he had me blocked. I wasn't this. I wasn't a Legion of Memers member. I wasn't a YouTuber. I wasn't any of that. He blocked me because I said, you're going after fans who... your comments are also attacking fans that might vote on the right, might disagree with you politically. And he blocked me because he didn't care. They don't care. I'm going to gladly post the link. Let's continue through this, because this is a long one. Over the last 2 years, we've spoken about challenges with the community. See, again, they're attacking the fans, not themselves. Pledged to do things better and implement internal actions to advance structural improvement. Specifically, we began by bringing in the new leadership to drive the internal work. This led to engaging DEI, or DIE. We're not calling it what they want to call it. We're moving these two letters around and saying exactly what it is: diversity, inclusion, equity. See, this company started faltering. And it is... I can't. Consultant. A management firm specializing in cultural growth and workplace change, outside HR support, and external management training consultant. In addition, we engaged an outside compensation tool in 2020 to review our internal pay bands, and completed our initial pay parity review in 2020. This is just them trying to say, well, you know, we may have effed up, but we have all this. We've done good. We're going to do better. Shut up. Your numbers keep going down. Fans are always turning away. You did this to yourself. So with that, guys, I can't keep reading through all this, because it's a lot. I'm going to link the initial Kotaku article. For once, Kotaku did a good thing. I'm gonna link the Variety article, her Twitter log, and I'm going to link this video to show you why this company's pathetic. And also, I'm potentially going to have to save this video because, well, it's a long one. It's an hour and a half of them just crying and finger banging, essentially, Fiona Nova, who now is no longer employed, and I think that's good. But with that, I'll see you guys on the next one. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts down below. Share it out to your friends. Hit the subscribe button, that notification bell for every time I go live and things of that nature. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.